"15 most insanely expensive rapper cars." Let's be honest here, cars and rap go together like gin and juice. They are an essential ingredient in showing off to your competitors that you have climbed the ladder of success much higher than they ever will. If you're a car enthusiast, stick around to the end of the video to know which rapper owns the most expensive car. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel because we publish brand new videos every day. With that out of the way, let's begin. Number 1. YSF Jean, McLaren F1. Ask any car enthusiast to list down some of the most amazing cars ever built, and almost all of them will mention the McLaren F1. It was a marvel of automotive engineering and had a design which can still hold its own against modern cars even 25 years later. Only 106 cars were ever created, so owning one is extremely rare. Rapper YSF Jean was lucky enough to get his hands on one, and the car retained its original mid-blue pearl paint while in his possession. This is important because currently a McLaren F1 will easily sell for more than $10 million. Number 2. The Game, Bugatti VEYRON. The Bugatti VEYRON is one of the fastest production cars in the world with a top speed of 268 miles per hour. It also carries with it one of the highest price tags of any car, with the base model costing $1.7 million. According to figures, it would be much cheaper to maintain a private jet than keeping up with the yearly costs of maintaining a VEYRON. This has made it somewhat of a status symbol. If you own one, you're simply one of the richest people in the world. The Game bought himself a black and yellow Bugatti VEYRON as his 33rd birthday present. Talk about opulence! He also went ahead and spent an extra $100,000 on additional customizations. Number 3. Nicki Minaj, Barbie Bentley. Ever since Bentley came up with the Continental GT, it's sold like hotcakes to all the footballers and other ballers around the world. There is a good reason behind it. This behemoth is powered by a twin-turbo 6.0-liter W12 engine which produces 552 horsepower and gives it a top speed of 194 miles per hour. So, what can you do when you're a famous rap artist and have lots of money? You get a Bentley, which is painted completely pink. This is no surprise because some of the other cars in her collection also share a similar color scheme, and Nicki Minaj seems to have a thing for this sort of stuff. Regardless, it still costs a pretty penny with a price tag upwards of $200,000. Number 4. Dr. Dre, Rolls Royce Phantom. It is no doubt that a Rolls Royce exudes class unlike any other car on the road. It is a brand that is synonymous with luxury, comfort, and a rich lifestyle. One of the most expensive cars in the Rolls-Royce lineup is the Phantom Coupe, which is powered by a 6.7-liter V12 producing 453 horsepower and 531 pound-feet of torque. It is owned by the famous Dr. Dre and costs him more than $450,000. That is the price for power-closing suicide doors, 21-inch alloy wheels, a 15-speaker, 420-watt sound system, and a ride of extreme luxury. Number 5. Pharrell, Ferrari ENZO. Similar to some of the other car brands on this list, Ferrari has also created a big name for itself and is known all around the world. Over the years, there have been some incredible masterpieces from Ferrari, and one of them is the famous ENZO. It remains as one of the most sought-after modern models from the company, and only 400 of these were ever produced. One of those is part of Pharrell's car collection, and trust us when we say this, but his car game is really strong. He not only has a black Ferrari ENZO, but also a Mercedes-Benz McLaren SLR. The ENZO is now worth more than $2.5 million. Number 6. 50 Cent, Lamborghini Murcielago. Often referred to as Mercy in rap songs, the Murcielago is one of Lamborghini's flagship cars and the predecessor to the now famous Aventador. At the time, its base model cost around $350,000 and came with a 6.5-liter V12 engine, Lamborghini signature scissor doors, and a whole set of bragging rights. Only 4,099 of these cars were ever produced, and one of them was bought by rap artist 50 Cent. He gave his precious Lamborghini a custom paint job several times and once even posted a video of him loading $2 million cash in the car's trunk and then taking it for a ride. Number 7. Rick Ross, Maybach 57S. Some of the most expensive luxury cars in the world are produced by Mercedes-owned German automaker Maybach. Not many automotive brands can compete with the aesthetics and quality of luxury these vehicles offer, which is why quite a few rappers on this list own one of these. Rick Ross in particular seems to be a huge fan of Maybach since he owns not one but 2 Maybach coupes. He even ended up naming his own record label after the car in 2009, known as Maybach Music Group. His custom Maybach 57S cost almost $430,000 back in 2008, and the price is only expected to go higher since the cars are now discontinued. It is powered by a 6.0-liter V12 engine that can make the car do 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. Number 8. Kanye West, Lamborghini Aventador. Lamborghini is a top-of-the-line performance car manufacturer, and almost everyone acknowledges that once they see it. They have produced some of the most beautiful and amazing cars in the past 50 years, and the Lamborghini Aventador carries this tradition with pride. Making its debut in 2011, it was the direct successor to the Murcielago, which is an amazing vehicle in its own right. One of these in a matte black finish belongs to famous hip-hop artist Kanye West, who isn't afraid to speak his mind or show off his car. It has also inspired one of his songs, Mercy. The car was given to him as a gift by his wife Kim Kardashian, and it cost a pretty penny. Some figures quote this car costing a mind-blowing $750,000. However, whether that figure is true or not, it's unknown. Number 9. IGGY Azalea, Ferrari 458 Italia. While the 458 Italia may not be as expensive as its older cousin, the ENZO, it still packs quite a punch. With a price tag of $250,000, this Italian supercar is powered by a 4.5-liter V8 producing 562 horsepower with a dual-clutch 7-speed gearbox. The famous rapper IGGY Azalea was recently spotted driving her new Ferrari 458 Italia that was painted a beautiful glossy white. It easily makes for one of the rapper's top choices of cars to own. Number 10. Jay-Z, Pagani Zonda Roadster. The Italians have a thing for creating beautiful and fast-performance supercars. Some of the well-known brands are Lamborghini and Ferrari, but there is another automotive manufacturer that stands out for its unique designs. We're talking, of course, about Pagani. They have created some of the most amazing and expensive supercars in recent history. One of the proud owners of a Pagani Zonda Roadster is rapper Jay-Z, who has created such a big name for himself that he now has a net worth of $910 million. That explains how he can afford to buy a Zonda Roadster, since it costs $1.9 million. It should also be noted that only 25 of these were ever made, which makes this car super rare. Number 11. Akon, Spyker C8 Aileron. Many of you might have never even heard of Spyker before. They are a lesser-known Dutch sports car manufacturer, but they have one of the most beautiful and uniquely designed cars in their lineup. One of these is the C8 Aileron, which is a compact coupe powered by a 4.2-liter Audi V8 engine. 5-time Grammy-nominated rapper Akon went ahead and got himself one of these, since the whole point of such cars is to stand out in a crowd, and the Spyker fits this description perfectly. Normally, the car costs $300,000, but due to its high demand, it now goes for around $600,000. Number 12. Birdman, Lamborghini Veneno. He is perhaps one of the most avid car-collecting hip-hop artists, owning more than 50 rides at one point. He can afford to do this because he has amassed a net worth of $220 million from his successful career as a rapper and record label. Back in 2013, rumors started circulating that Birdman had put down $1 million to reserve a Lamborghini Veneno for himself. For For those of you who have never heard of this car before, only 3 of them were ever created, and each of them was priced at around $4.6 million, effectively making it one of the most expensive and rare cars in the world. Number 13. Diddy, Rolls Royce Phantom Drophead Coupe. The Rolls Royce brand already speaks for itself, but if you want to really stand out, you buy the most expensive model the company can offer. That is exactly what P. Diddy, Sean Combs, did when he became the proud owner of a Rolls Royce Phantom Drophead Coupe, which cost a staggering $533,000 and came with a marine nautical themed exterior. The cool thing about this is that he had to earn his spot as a Rolls Royce owner. The cars are specifically sold to prestigious people with good reputations, and only after they are proven to be worthy of the spirit of ecstasy. Number 14. WILL.I.AM, McLaren MP4 12C. British carmaker McLaren is a well-known and reputable brand in the world of automotive engineering. They are responsible for creating some of the best cars in history, including the McLaren F1, which remained as the world's fastest car for more than a decade. Then they came out with the McLaren MP4 12C, which proved to be quite successful as well. It is owned by the famous Black Eyed Peas member Will.I.Am, and his car is totally decked out with a black exterior and posh interior with brown leather seats. Number 15. Jay-Z, Maybach Exelero. This is it, one of the most expensive and rare cars owned by a hip-hop artist. With a price tag of an incredible $8 million, this car is a modern rendition of models that Maybach introduced back in the 1930s. It is a 4-seater powered by a twin-turbo V12 producing 700 horsepower. Rap artist Birdman was reportedly planning to get his hands on one of these, but his payments for the other expensive rides that he owns prevented him from doing so. The Exelero was also featured in one of Jay-Z's music videos, Lost One. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more upcoming incredible videos. Here are some other videos that you'll like watching next. Enjoy!